skills learned in the CNS program at Ferris State University are very relevant to today's marketplace. I challenge anybody to name me a business that doesn't require computers and networks. CNS program at Ferris State University is, CNS stands for Computers, Networks, and Systems. And it's really important for people to understand that there's three parts to that. There's a lot of confusion that people think that it's computer network systems, where it blends together, and it isn't. It's actually three separate components. We deal with the computer technology, networking, which applies to both computers and non-computer networking, and then systems, which ties things together into a larger global perspective. It's more than just computers. Where people think computers, they think video games. No, we don't really do that. Okay, but it's more than just the networks, which ties the computers together. It's a culmination of all of those factors that tie it together.
Our program has a mix of both electrical and computer-related classes, as well as mixing in some general electives. Our electrical-related programs allow us to study computer and computer architecture at the very low level, whereas our other computer classes allow us to study the program and software behind that.
First and foremost is that it's an extremely unique program. There's no program that exactly fits the bill anywhere in the Midwest, such that we've attracted attention from outside the state. Most specifically, it would be Allstate Insurance Company. We donated a considerable amount of money such that we've dedicated one of our labs to their company for their assistance. So they've employed numerous of our students, both in internship positions and graduate positions.
The CNS program was started here in the early 1990s. The program was started because we perceived a need for graduates of the program from industry. And it was developed, and it has proved very successful as far as placement.
Generally speaking, our students are of a very high caliber, and it really helps make our job better, because we can give them a task and they can gripe and moan and complain about it like every student is expected to do. But when the day is over with, they're going to get the task completed to the best of their ability at the time, at least. And they demonstrate continually their ability to grow.
Our students learn here in the CNS program the basics of electronics first. The first 2 years, they get the hardware of the electronics.
My favorite thing about the CNS program would be the hands-on experience that we get. Most of the classes that are offered in our major require some sort of lab, and that really comes in handy when you're out in the field and you're asked to do certain tasks that require knowledge of what you need to do.
What's really cool about being here is watching an incoming freshman who really, let's face it, just doesn't know anything. They think they know everything, but they don't know anything. Moving up through the years to be a person who realizes they know very little, when in fact they know a tremendous amount more.
The students, when they leave here, are ready to work, able to work. They don't need to be trained. They know the hardware, they know the software, they know the equipment, and they are hit the road running, so to speak.
Well, two things about the program are the fact that it's very challenging. Never before have I had teachers that just drove students, and because of that I've learned so much. And second of all, the fact that there's so much lab work, hands-on things that you can do, really helps enforce the learning behind it.
We could get any number of jobs, anywhere ranging from computer networking to information security or even database management.
Our placement rate is 90% plus.
In the many fields that a CNS student may find themselves working, many of them require that students either or have and or maintain certifications in the fields. One of the most predominant that we deal with are Cisco certifications. We are, in fact, a Cisco Academy here, and the first 4 classes in the CNS sequence are Cisco Academy courses.
The future of our program looks very strong. Our enrollment is holding steady. Of course, the electronic age is not lessening. It's just going to keep growing. So the future here, I see it as being very good.
There's no way that we can teach the students everything that they need to know to operate out in the, quote, real world. Rather, we have to teach them the skills of how to learn the materials out there. We're always looking at where is the future taking us, and we're remodeling the degree around that. Right now, we're in the midst of a major revamp of our check sheet to accommodate that, because we're dropping some classes that are no longer directly pertinent, trying to build up some that have become more pertinent. When we have a graduating senior out of the CNS program, to date, I've never had one that I couldn't be proud of to say, this is the guy that left our program, and I have my full faith and confidence in him to go and work for you. And I think that's the greatest thing about being here.